to go for one person, Keanu Reeves, man.
Oh, how do you miss him?
How do you miss him?
I'm not a huge Reeves fan.
You're not a huge Reeves fan, but he's bringing asses into seats.
Oh yeah, no, I love Keanu Reeves. It's just I'm not like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I get it.
Yeah, we get that.
No.
Coronavirus be damned! What up, man? Peace! Once again, coming to you live is the dopest podcast ever to be spawned from the Queen City. I am the Lord with the Sword, Sir John Legion, here with A-Man.
You praying, sir?
I did go to Bible class yesterday.
Yeah.
E-Man, Aidan, and J-May. We are the Queen City Psychos, and we welcome you to the 20th episode, milestone episode of the QCP podcast on November 1st, 2020. Fellas, it's good to have y'all back, man.
Good to be back.
We need to, ever since that intro, we got to start doing the Dragon Ball Z fusion.
Yeah, we got all four psychos in the building today. We got some topics that we want to run through with you guys, but it's been it's actually been a pretty stressful week for me. I don't know how it's been for you guys, but
it's just long. That's so stressful.
Yeah, well, lots of homework, lots of
work,
man. My goodness, but some juicy movie news for us to discuss, especially if you're following what's going on in the DC Warner Brothers DC, which is there are like 2 or 3 different controversies going on right now. But first off,
this is how it be sometimes.
Relating to the upcoming Batman movie, our boy Robert Pattinson, who I think we're all in agreement was pretty good hire for Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Decent.
It's more like
I wouldn't say pretty good, but acceptable.
I'm curious to see what he's gonna do. That's what
acceptable.
It is. Yeah.
But apparently not such good news that's come out of the Batman camp over at Warner Brothers. According to multiple sources, Pattinson was sent home due to not being able to maintain the weight but put back on the weight, the initial agreement that he was supposed to, I don't know, I think it was about 20 or 30 extra pounds, but anyway, he's supposed to bulk up, and he's been
bulk up, or
he refused to.
He didn't want to.
Right.
Oh, he didn't want to eat no more.
Right.
What the hell?
No, he didn't want to.
No, he just refused to
work out and eat and get his bulk in.
It's just an absolute scrub mentality.
Yeah. This is the initial article that I picked up from off Insider. It says that it hasn't exactly been an easy road to the big screen for the Batman, which was recently delayed for a second time after Warner Brothers shifted Dune from December of this year to the October 2021 date originally occupied by Matt Reeves' reboot. Now, that date for the Batman movie has now been moved to March 4th, 2022. The Batman has been so long coming, in fact, that by the time it lands in theaters, it will have been 7.5 years since the project was first announced, with Ben Affleck attached to star, direct, and co-write and executive produce. This is before he checked into rehab.
Mm-hmm. So it's literally just going to be the Ben Affleck project.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
exactly.
This is idea.
Pretty much.
Exactly.
Which just goes to show the seismic changes that the DCEU has undergone since the fateful October of 2014, when Green Lantern Corps and Cyborg were also confirmed, along with the Flash, which was delayed again as well, and now won't arrive until November 2022. Of course, the production has already faced 2 shutdowns as a result of the pandemic, the second of which saw star Robert Pattinson tested positive for COVID-19, again, which was disproven by was considered a rumor by a quasi-famous YouTuber. Doomcock, y'all remember Doomcock?
Yeah.
Okay. According to YouTuber Doomcock, who has a track record for making wildly unsubstantiated.
How is that spelled?
All of your children.
How is that spelled?
Like,
is it how we think it is?
Spelled like cock.
Doomcock.
Grow up. All right.
Okay.
Cocks aren't funny.
Unless his user picture, whatever theme, is like a rooster.
A rooster is in black.
Then
A black rooster.
I'll show it to you.
Is it a black rooster? Please be a black
rooster. We could
rooster.
at least say Doom Cock-a-doodle-doo or something, but I mean,
if he's not even black,
and he uses a voice simulator too. He's pretty funny. According to him, that wasn't the real reason that Warner Brothers put the brakes on the Batman the second time around. Rather, this new report claims that the whole thing is an elaborate ruse to cover up the fact that Pattinson has actually been incredibly difficult to work with and returned to set completely out of shape getting sent home by his director after spending the entire summer doing nothing to maintain his fitness levels.
Absolutely despicable.
So here's the thing. Pattinson. Now I brought up the fact that he made a quote referencing James Dean, talking about how James Dean never had to bulk up or get in tremendous shape for any roles, and he was a leading man. I don't know how much he still holds. He's still holding to that particular quote, but I will say this. Or actually, I'll let you guys go first. I'm gonna keep my opinions till the end. So who's going first?
He is a lazy son of a gun.
It's like,
and he just is.
And here's the thing, right? Any semi-mentally competent person would understand that it's like, look, I'm getting a bag for this movie.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
Right? You don't even have to be Batman. You can be like only in the movie for like maybe 15, 20 minutes. It's Warner Brothers, DC, Batman. You're
like
making,
how could you not?
You're making a decent chunk of change off this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wait, before we continue, do you know how much Pattinson's making?
I was about to look it up, but it's
okay. So
it's gonna be top billing. I can guarantee you.
That's what I'm saying. So he's making a lot of money for this, right? If you literally can't even do one simple thing that any human being should be excited about in general, which is working out,
and claims he's a Batman fan, right?
Yeah.
I looked at him since he was a kid.
And here's the thing, right? You're literally getting paid millions of dollars to work out.
Yeah.
To not only become physically healthier, not only become physically healthier, you're physically capable to do more things, and in certain cases, more attractive to certain people who want to do it, right? So it's a win-win-win-win situation. Making millions, you're working out, you're being healthy, and you're becoming, in some cases, like I said, more attractive, right?
Yeah.
And not only that, the whole James Dean comment pisses me off.
I didn't like it either.
It's just, it's like,
it's him trying to make an excuse.
Not only is it him making an excuse for being lazy, it just shows how absolutely stupid he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's just, it's just lazy. The fact that he wouldn't even. Do you know how many people would kill for that role,
bro?
And
kidding me, bro?
Give me the opportunity. I'm working out not
kidding me, bro?
Just
dead ass, bro. You really sat there and was like, I'm gonna sign this paper saying I'm going to do this movie and do all of this stuff, but then I'm not gonna do the things required to make my money and to keep the money that they're offering me right now. A lot of money on the table, and you choose and just say, nope, don't feel like doing my job, don't feel like doing the things they require me to do to make this money.
And on top of that, that could possibly blackball you from the industry.
Bro, they will literally look at you and be like, you know what, you don't do his job. Don't hire that nut.
Oh yeah.
He's not gonna do nothing if
he needs a tan anyway.
Pale bastard.
I don't know. It's just like the fact that he's referencing someone who A, is not even the same person, and B, literally isn't even doing a certain role. Like, it's just...
And you got to know what, the character that you play, you got to know what comes with that character too.
I just don't have any respect for the man.
Listen to this quote. Now, this, because you're probably not going to like this. Okay, so... I'm
not gonna like it.
Well, none of us are. I think once you hear it. So Pattinson was on the Howard Stern show back in 2017.
I don't like it.
Oh,
Howard Stern.
And this was the comment that he made when speaking. I guess this is back when he was in talks to be Bruce Wayne for the new Batman trilogy. He says, "I never actually auditioned for a superhero role because, for one thing, you have to sign up to do 8 movies." Pattinson told Howard Stern. And I just got out of 5. And so I was just like, 8 is just a lot. He goes on to say, definitely it depends. It depends on your character. And it's just always different. But that's definitely what kind of made me a little hesitant before. Now, when Stern says, the article goes on to say, in that 2017 interview, it does seem like he had thought about it a bit. But he said again that, quoting Pattinson, you have to really commit to working with a huge machine when thinking about superhero movies. Okay, so he knows what he's getting into, and he hasn't even gotten the role, or he knows what it's going to require.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was at least cognizant about that. So
he signed that paper knowing what he got to do, and then he got fucking tired.
And this is a guy that prides himself on, based off what I can say, prides himself on being a method actor. Well,
yeah, that makes no sense.
Didn't Christian Bale don the Batman suit? He's definitely a method actor. We've seen the type of changes that he's willing to make to his body, you know, just to bring to a role. You know, he bulks up for Batman. He becomes a damn skeleton for the Machinist. You know, I mean, if those are the type of actors who you want to pattern yourself after, then it doesn't really make any sense why you wouldn't.
What do you go around biting people in the neck and sucking their blood for Twilight?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
He was actually trying to be a vampire. Yeah, he stayed pale though. He didn't get no tan.
No tan.
Definitely as pale as he could.
Just lives in Alaska.
I like us.
No, I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, I didn't know.
I would have said
he really did.
Yo, you're crazy.
I honestly would have, to be honest with you, I would have preferred to see him as one of the villains anyway, instead of Batman. Like I think he would be like
a much better.
Honestly, I think they're pretty set on who they've already casted as some of the villains. Definitely, Riddler was what's his name? Paul Dano, excellent choice for Riddler. Colin Farrell for Penguin.
Remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't
not necessarily
Jonah Hill initially, but he backed out.
Yeah, I'm glad he backed out.
You don't like Jonah Hill?
Not for Penguin, no.
I would be kind of curious. I think it'd be kind of funny.
I think he's what it is.
He'd be a dry humor type thing.
Yeah,
I would love it. I don't know.
I think what it was is he was trying to distance himself from that fat, funny guy.
Right.
They
were going to ask him to
funny comedy actor.
They were asking him both to get.
No, I don't think he'll want to put the weight back on because I think that's probably what they would have asked him to do.
Oh yeah,
that would make sense. I don't know. I just think he would. He
I think it was too big of a step for him initially.
Probably because I hope I'm saying this right. Canonically.
Canonically.
Okay, well, that was close. Yeah, Penguin's always. Penguin has been sort of a pudgy.
They did do that Batman.
Colin Farrell's not really that. Oh, it's not Colin Farrell. What's the guy's name? Who's doing Penguin?
The dude from the Batman show.
Now Gotham, Robin.
I was thinking of Colin first.
Yeah, he was skinny, which
could do that.
But Colin Farrell's not a big guy.
No, what I'm saying, but he might put on what he might. I don't know what he's gonna bring to the character.
I don't think you don't have to be fat to be Penguin.
No. Robin Lord Taylor proved that in Gotham.
That's what I'm saying.
He's excellent Penguin. I mean, it was a different take, but I actually liked it.
I say like if they did get Jonah Hill to play it, I think he would do good with like dry humor type of thing. Like it's more like because there's no set that it's a comedy type of movie. When he makes a joke, it's kind of just like a messed up joke in a sense that everyone's kind of like, oh wow, this is kind of funny, but it's fucked up. Like that, right. I could see him playing that kind of Penguin.
But as a villain, I just wouldn't take him serious.
Complete side note, but you know what we need?
What we need?
We need a completely separate Spider-Man movie, right? Against Kingpin, but we have Brian Shaw play Kingpin, like the American World's Strongest Strongman guy. Just shave the beard, make him Kingpin.
We need Vincent D'Onofrio from the Netflix series as Kingpin in the MCU. That's what we need. You want to talk about what we need? Then, dude, bring him over, man. I don't care. No, seriously,
take him.
Give that man a contract.
Give him money.
He's
please.
Perfect. He's perfect as Kingpin. Okay, so obviously this is not. Obviously, this didn't make Matt Reeves happy, and I was wondering, even though the movie is 2 years away from coming out, we're almost 2 years away. Let's have some fun and go ahead and make a verdict, our own personal verdict. If it was up to you, if you are the
2 years. Wait, when's it come out?
March 4th, 2022.
Oh. Yes, they
almost
delayed.
Yeah. It's like a year and a half.
Yeah. Okay. So you're head of Warner Brothers, or I don't know, head of the film department, whatever. Okay, you initially hired Pattinson. Is this grounds for giving him the boot?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So J-Man says yes. Aidan yes. E-Man?
Talk to him.
No.
I know we're not most people are like fuck him, drop him. What I say is talk to him, let him know, hey, this is what you got to do. If you're not going to do it, let me know now so I can drop you.
I'm sure they've already done
now,
it.
I'm sure they've already done it, but this.
Here's his saving grace. Here's his saving grace. Because it's only November 2020, because the movie is still like 2 years away from release date, and production has been shut down twice. First time we don't know if the first time was his fault, but the second time was definitely his fault because he got sent home. All right.
But that's the thing is, he shouldn't be given. Okay, so this is my counter to the argument you just made, though, because you said like, oh, he's got extra time, so we can do it. He's got extra time because he didn't do it. That's like that's literally like. going to your professor or whatever, being like, "Hey, I didn't do this assignment because I'm too lazy. Is there any way you can extend the deadline for me?" Right? And then him being a kind guy, or he or she or whoever your professor is, being like, "Yeah, you can, I'll extend it for you. I'll be gracious."
Right. Yeah, that's
what they're
realistic.
doing with them right now for the most part. From what we perceive.
Yeah.
Instantly, I'd be like, "No." I'm okay. If it was,
I don't know initially. I don't know what the initial date was for when the filming was supposed to wrap up, but we can assume it's been pushed back, obviously, because if filming's been shut down twice, they have no choice but to do that. I was just thinking that because it's been pushed back, maybe they have that extra time.
Yeah. Here's my thing, right? As my final word. If it was something like a smaller indie film, right? And you have an actor who is not pulling his weight or whatever, and you're kind of like, okay, like, look, we're trying to make a movie here. I need you to do this. This is a top-tier Warner Brothers DC movie with Robert Pattinson, Colin Farrell. Like, there's big names in this movie, right?
Yeah,
Serkis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Andy Serkis, yeah. And this dude isn't pulling his weight. He's not doing what he's asked to do. Millions of dollars paycheck, instant boot. I'd be like, look, if we had a guarantee in this contract, you're getting your guarantees and nothing else.
Right.
That's probably
and get out of here. And get out of here. Just get out. Instantly cast someone else.
Okay.
Instantly.
Yep.
Who you recasting? If it's up to you, if you got like I was saying, put yourself in that.
Okay, so we're not going to go the easy Tom Hardy route. We're not going to.
No, too easy. Which here's the thing, I love Tom Hardy so much. I can cast him in just about anything that's action related because there's just so many roles the guys can play. Yeah, man.
That's actually good.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's
I would
good.
love to see
But no, Tom Hardy can't be Bruce Wayne. I'm sorry. Yeah. Somebody else.
I mean, he's a little old, but Gerard Butler might do good with Batman.
Okay.
He's a little old, but not for this Batman.
Okay. No. Let's make it even more specific. Young Batman.
Yeah,
this is young Batman. J-Man.
I was just going to say, like, since it's a younger Batman.
Do you remember your answer?
What did I say? What about Nicholas Hoult?
Okay. Who? No, you know what? You said Harry Potter.
No, I said that.
No, I definitely did not say Harry Potter.
Daniel Radcliffe is a horrible choice for
Too short.
I think it's too short. If he's too short, but if he was just taller, I think he could do it. It would be an interesting.
I don't know.
I just can't see him being.
To his credit, ever since he kind of distanced himself from the whole Harry Potter thing, he has taken on some grittier roles. I've seen, and he's put in some good performances. So yeah,
James
just
McAvoy.
too short.
Oh. Come on now, James McAvoy, Batman.
Too short.
It's not that short.
How tall?
5'7".
He's tall.
Oh, that's
James
short.
McAvoy's
5'7" is short. I'm 5'7".
James McAvoy's taller than 5'7".
Yeah, I'll pick him.
We got.
He looks like 5'10", 6'4".
Yeah, he's 5'7". How'd you know that exactly?
James McAvoy's 5'7".
Why do you know this man's height exactly?
I just called it. No, I mean,
he said 5.
Dang.
He's not up to you. I could tell just from looking at McAvoy, he wasn't 5'10".
He's short.
I could tell he wasn't 5'10".
I would need
The
somebody 5'9".
The guy who plays Magneto in those movies could play the Batman more than.
Okay, Fassbender is pushing 40, so
he can still play a young Batman. You can make him look younger.
It's actually
the Batman's 30 in this movie, so because you can make him look.
Okay, so here.
Are there any good young actors out there?
Hear me out. If I'm not necessarily saying this would be my go-to choice, but if they want to stick with the younger kind of early 30s, like pretty boy Batman
year one, essentially.
Channing Tatum.
No.
No.
Because I'm not saying
I hate to say too tall, but he's like 6'4".
No, it's fine for the height. I don't see it.
He's a little bit too urban for me.
A little too urban.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, in terms of, like, he's got the athleticism, he's got the size, and he's actually a good actor. Like, I've seen him in stuff that's not.
Have you seen Foxcatcher?
Yeah.
He impressed the hell out of me. I actually didn't think he could play that. I didn't think he could do that.
Plus, he's already tall and he's a big dude. He loves working out.
Yeah.
So like if they're trying to go for that like early mid-30s like pretty boy young Batman,
Yeah.
Channing Tatum?
I couldn't see him as Batman.
I can see him more.
That's what I'm saying.
Like a Michael Keaton type of Batman. I can see him
I'm not necessarily saying that he'd be the best choice. I'm saying just keeping the
fits
theme.
all the parameters.
Yeah, keeping the theme they go with.
Okay. I would go
maybe
with
Joel Edgerton back in the day.
Yeah,
I'd be down with Joel.
I think he missed his window though. I would have got him like early 2000s.
That's what I'm saying. Back
me, you guys might not like it, but I throw Gyllenhaal in the mix.
No, see, I was thinking Jake Gyllenhaal.
No,
but
it's just because he's touched Marvel. That's the only reason I don't say
that. But also, we know that Jake Gyllenhaal is kind of a little. He's a little older. He's like mid 40s, right?
It's a 33-year-old.
He's pushing.
It's a 33-year-old Batman.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. He's got a young face.
You
though.
can
I don't
make
know.
someone.
Maybe that's what it is.
You can
I was
make
thinking
someone look
Gyllenhaal,
younger,
but I wasn't
you know?
sure.
Okay. Yeah.
He's fine. He's a fine pick, but
Right.
it's just because he's touched Marvel. I don't want him touching any DC stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of I want someone new for every person.
You know,
like I think Andy Serkis shouldn't even be in there as Alfred, but they have him, so I can see how he's a good Alfred. But I don't want him in there.
You know
he's
what?
already in Marvel.
I think I'm gonna roll with Holt, Nicholas Holt. I think it's
Yeah.
the only guy I can think of. It's the only name I can come up with, man. In that age range, and he's a decent actor.
Because I'm thinking like, who is kind of in that age range that has that kind of like rough look a little bit, like,
but can bring like charisma to it. But has charisma.
It's so hard to find that double, both of those situations where they have that rough look, but they also have that kind of charming kind of look to him as well.
That's initially why I like Pattinson, because I was like, he can give you both.
He gave me that look that it was kind of like I'm going through some shit, but I still look like
a pretty boy.
I'm still looking to do
his set photos. It's too emo for me. Emo Batman.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's going.
Bang stuff. That's Spider-Man 3 all over again.
All right, that's what you guys are doing. Fine.
But I think that's what they wanted. I think that's what they
Spider-Man 3 all over again.
No, it's what they
I'm talking about his look. I think that's what they wanted.
Hey, they want Spider-Man 3 again.
No, Spider-Man 3. They definitely didn't want it.
He does kind of look like Toby.
Yes, for Spider-Man 3.
Pattinson. No, Pattinson. If you've seen the set photo, it
what happened
looks
to
like
Toby?
What happened to Toby?
Toby's
living his
He
life.
fell off the face of the acting earth.
I don't know. I don't want to get into where's Toby. Let's not do where's Toby.
Where's
Toby?
Yeah. That's the name of the episode. Where's Toby?
Don't care.
So Batman said March 4th, 2022. We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll keep you guys up to date on it. All right. So next topic. You guys want to go? Oh yeah, right. So we only have two now. So we want to have a little discussion, as one that I brought up. We wanted to talk about whether or not the age of the, and this is just my term, bankable movie star, or the era of the bankable movie star has ended. And what I mean by that is, these days it seems like the only films that can even crack the $1 billion mark at the box office are films that are tied to certain properties, whether that be
Marvel.
Obviously, Marvel MCU, the DCEU, Fast and Furious franchise. I mean, obviously, franchise, essentially. Something has to be a franchise in order to crack $1 billion. Mm-hmm. And these days, it's not just one actor that's carrying the franchise. It's ensemble, essentially. It's like you have a movie franchise and you have an ensemble of C to B list, maybe one A lister like a Robert Downey Jr. in there, and that's that's your selling point. Mm-hmm. That's kind of the new standard now, in my opinion, for like a big time blockbuster movie that even has the potential to make $1 billion. So with that being said, and like we just named Marvel. DCEU. I don't know if you guys heard, but there was Universal was going to start the Dark Universe, which was supposed to be like a whole bunch of horror. You guys remember this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Completely broke down, but apparently it was going to have Tom Cruise, Johnny Depp. That fucking cast photo. It was just so funny, man. I mean, they all looked out of place, but you kind of got the feeling this wasn't going to happen. But so I'm thinking
like a Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Right, which is going to be an ensemble cast. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's not going to be one actor who's headlining the main thing.
I don't know. Pirates of the Caribbean is kind of that special case where it was Orlando and Johnny, but then it became just Johnny, where Johnny was the takeaway name for everything. So
And Pirates of the Caribbean, like that that was mid 2000s, right? The first movie came out
2004, I believe. 2003.
Right. See, to me, that was back when like one actor could could put asses in seats essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm asking, what do you guys think? Do you think that's still possible, or are there just a handful of exceptions that have that star power?
There's a handful.
So we're talking like strictly actors, as in
like that name is bringing the tickets, not the movie.
Not the property, not the.
Yes and no. I feel like it just depends. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you laugh, Jesse?
Because of strong pause.
I caught that shit.
Let's start with this. Which actors do you think are exceptions to the rule? Give me one actor who...
Johnny.
As in they're big actors who don't pull in?
Who can. Yeah.
Currently or like in the past? Like currently
names.
And we're probably gonna end up saying the same people. Like we're probably gonna end up agreeing. I already have one in my mind.
Well, okay. Well, we also have to think about all the like heartthrob, teenage young adult women are obsessed with, like Tom Holland. Like
he's Spider-Man. That's what I'm saying. That's Disney.
I know, but I'm saying like the actor themselves, like Tom Holland.
Well, you have to start somewhere
Michael
to
B.
get
Jordan.
that name for himself. So I guess count. Okay,
Michael B. Jordan, he probably would be able to pull.
What I'm gonna say for that, Tyler, about the Spider-Man one.
I don't know. He had Stallone though, and like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like Michael B. Jordan in himself necessarily wouldn't. But I'm saying the fact like you have to keep in mind people like freaking I just said his name. Spider-Man dude.
Holland?
Yeah, Tom Holland. Sorry.
I
blanked.
After Spider-Man, because that's the starting point of him being a big name. And then after everything else, I would count that as him.
Yeah.
So you're saying, now because he's been Spider-Man.
Because I don't necessarily think that it's like in their case, it's because like there's a certain people where it's like for example, if you think about someone like Harry Styles, for example.
Okay.
Granted, this is more music and stuff. There are girls that are from like 13 to like mid to late 20s that are so absolutely obsessed with this man. If he even blinks a certain way, then like they're buying all his merch, or they're going to 5 tour dates, and then they're gonna listen to the same 3 songs on repeat for the next 5 months. Right. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we also have to keep in mind there's people with those fans. I'm not saying it's just girls, like it's just in general. But I'm saying like we have to think about that kind of stuff when you're talking about people bringing in all these sorts of names. Like, we had the Bieber era, and then we had, like, if you think earlier, like NSYNC, Justin Timberlake, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, you gotta think about that. It was an era. It was like 5 years.
Era. That's when hair changed for white boys.
God
But so I'm saying, like, so we have those really, really big fandoms, like super fans of certain people like that.
I blame you, Canada.
Surprisingly
I
enough,
would say Will Smith was one of those names.
Yes,
but he's starting to fall off a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Will Smith himself is falling off. It's just the hype around Will Smith. Right. Same thing with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt hype is kind of falling off.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think that's
Robert Downey Jr. I would say still maybe.
It's getting close to it because he stopped being Iron Man. It's going to start petering out. It's getting
but his Sherlock performance was so much better than Iron Man.
Oh, it's definitely.
Robert Downey Jr.'s best performance is Sherlock.
I'm just saying his
closely followed by the dude he played in The Judge.
I think the peak of his career would be Iron Man.
It definitely.
Iron
Man 3 came out.
Well, I'm saying so. The peak of his career
doesn't have to be
his peak would be when he played Iron Man. So he's at his peak now. It's gonna start going back down to either he's gonna be either just still a good named actor to put on a movie, or he's gonna go to another peak. It really just depends on where he goes.
Yeah, you're right. And I mean, he's attached himself to another franchise. Apparently, he's gonna be doing Dr. Dolittle.
I already saw that one. I already saw it, and it's
coming.
It's just okay. It's just okay.
I'm sorry.
It already came out. Yeah, the Dr. Dolittle movie.
I didn't know it already came out.
I already seen it. If maybe it was already leaked, I don't know. But I already seen the movie. Okay. It's just okay.
All right.
Here's my final answer.
It's for children.
There's not necessarily. Obviously, there's some big names, but it's all really based on certain fan groups.
How strong is their fan group?
Right.
No, I'm not necessarily saying like them individually. Like, so say for example, if you're looking at people, because there's so many different genres of film. Mm-hmm. If you look at action, right? So we have to think about it in terms of genre. Mm-hmm. So if you were to take an action movie, Gerard Butler, The Rock, people like Bruce Willis from like Die Hard,
Yeah.
all those kind of things, like the action stars.
Yeah.
And you've got like your comedy people, so you've got like
Kevin Hart.
like Adam Sandler, not so much anymore.
Not really.
He just makes his own.
Uncut Gems is horrible.
You didn't like it? Dude, that's
Uncut
what I'm saying.
Gems was
Everyone
terrible.
Everybody
loves
was
it.
digging that.
Everyone
was
loves
terrible.
it. That's
Wow.
very surprising. I haven't heard anyone that's ever down talking.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've heard everyone be like, "Yo, he did a great
I heard
job.
everybody said that was an Oscar snub.
That's
That
a
it got
good
snubbed.
job.
No,
Yeah,
Uncut Gems.
That's Adam Sandler at his best right there."
I'll watch it. I have to watch it.
I never watched one
But
of
yeah,
those,
so you got people like that. So like like Jonah Hill, because I mean, who doesn't love 21, 22 Jump Street?
Dude, 21 Jump Street's
That
great.
Kevin Hart, Danny DeVito, still.
Still, you're right. Still putting in that work.
Well, he's more so like it's a meme now, but yeah.
He realized that he's a meme, so he just starts playing into it.
But
I
DeVito can
realized.
act though. I
Oh,
know.
DeVito's
I know
great,
he's funny. I know he might be a
But
walking
so
meme.
that's what I'm saying.
He's
So I
actually
think
good.
it necessarily depends on the film. So like,
Or
say
what
for
kind of
example,
film they're
if you were to like throw Russell Crowe into
Well-
a comedy film, no one's gonna go to watch that. You know what I'm saying?
What?
So I think it just depends on the certain.
Is there like a person that you call for horror movies? No.
Directors.
No, not directors. Actors. Like, is there like an actor?
I mean,
that
Johnny
you just
Depp probably.
immediately put on for like a horror movie?
Not really.
I don't
no.
think so.
Because
That's a genre that just can kind of have whatever.
I wouldn't say Johnny Depp because Depp doesn't do horror films.
He does.
He doesn't, but I
he
think
does like
he'll be-
thriller.
Who has a track
drama
record?
shit.
What actor has a track record of just doing
Of
being
doing
consistently great
horror
films? You know,
that's a genre you don't really get like
Good
an
point.
actor specifically for. That's kind of cool.
Right.
Why did I
There,
do
there.
that?
I mean, there literally are. There are no scream
Okay, so
queens.
let's do
I mean, there
this.
kind of are in Scream Queens. So,
So
they have a really good phenomenal
let's do this. We'll each like kind of I'll say we'll throw out like a genre, and then we'll talk about a bankable star, like one or two of those people in each like genre we throw out.
Well,
Because I think it's genre specific, not necessarily just in general.
Okay. Well, I got one exception. I had one name, and you guys probably are going to agree that I don't think it matters what genre you put him in. People are going to go see him, and that's The Rock.
I could see him doing a serious movie. I could see him doing a serious movie. I could
Okay.
see him. I'm saying.
Okay, well,
I
action
could see
film?
him
Action
doing-
film?
Action film, yes. That's
Yeah.
all him, all day. If I see The
Yeah,
Rock
okay,
on it,
so
people are going to go see it.
So like for example, if we were to throw out action, The Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say Gerard Butler because Gerard Butler action films are just so great. 300, the Fallen thing like Olympus, London's Fallen.
What's my dude?
I'd say I'd throw Hemsworth.
Jason Statham.
Statham, yes.
Yeah, Statham.
Statham is like a key.
It's amazing to me how this dude is stuck around this long. I
You
don't understand
you
how
don't like
Jason Statham, huh?
You don't like his work?
He's not he can't act. I mean,
He's just a British.
he does great
asshole.
stunt work. I'll give him that as movies, but I just don't understand how he has a career. I'm sorry.
It's fair.
You know, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say, even though he's not facing backlash, but like the whole thing about him not showing up to the Biden fundraiser, you know, just effing stupid. But I think Chris Pratt can pull a huge audience in a good action film.
I do believe that.
Hemsworth too, but I think more so Pratt because Pratt has more of a
I don't
personality.
know. Was it like when Jurassic
Jurassic
Which
World?
World was coming out? Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Pratt.
yeah. You know nobody cares about the other one.
Liam, I like Liam Hemsworth.
But no, when Jurassic World was coming out, I think people didn't want to see it until they saw Chris Pratt was in the movie. I think because people weren't liking that they were bringing Jurassic Park back and stuff. I think that was Chris Pratt was like the main.
Pratt's the headliner of that Jurassic World.
He was the one that got people
look.
into
I
the
like
seats
Bryce
because they
Dallas
didn't wanna
Howard,
watch
but
it. Yeah.
it's Chris Pratt's movie. I'm sorry.
It was
I mean,
Pratt.
she's a great.
I think that's what got people to watch the movie was Pratt because he was the one.
She looks great. Don't get me wrong. She looks great next beside
All right,
him.
so
but
let's
it's
throw
Pratt.
a twist in this then. We'll each give like 3 actors that are bankable to us.
Okay.
So regardless, if you see a movie, this person's in it, it automatically makes you want to go see it.
Right.
Right?
Okay. Let me
Tyler,
go.
if you want to
Okay.
start off.
Denzel.
Does it watch?
He took mine.
Sorry,
You took mine.
Denzel.
You can pick because that just all that does is
Yeah.
play into the point
Okay.
I'm trying to make.
That's very
yeah.
true.
Okay, so Denzel, The Rock. Third one, it's. See, now I'm trying to think about resume. Like who has?
He's got that bulky resume.
And these days, I mean, it's like, you know, there's so much, you know, because of cancel culture. It's kind of, you know, you say the wrong thing, and all of a sudden, you know, your name is in the news, and people won't.
They don't want.
You know,
that's true.
because of a comment and that potentially affecting your earnings or your likability. It's ridiculous, but it's just kind of hard nowadays. And besides, like 90% of all the actors I watch have all of a sudden decided to become political, which
I think it's because this thing. But yeah.
Yeah, but now that I think about it, the reason why one thing that Denzel and The Rock both have going for them is, for the most part, they've pretty much been apolitical for the most part throughout their
career. That's why I love them. Yeah,
that helps.
The Rock.
Oh, The Rock.
Okay. When he like openly endorsed Biden a couple months ago.
Recently, yeah. I don't think that's.
Somebody gave
Believe
me
it or not, I
paycheck.
actually think. No, here's the thing. I actually think he has his fan base is so strong. I actually think it wouldn't really hurt The Rock. That's just my opinion. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, he's got more followers than any other American
That's what I
citizen.
thought. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Don't
So,
like
yeah.
give F and F what he does.
Those are the only two. And you know what?
Only
I actually can't think of a female. Maybe. At one point, I probably would have said Scarlett Johansson, but I don't.
Okay,
I don't
but see,
know
this
her.
kind of goes back to the point I was making earlier with the whole.
Sadly though.
With the whole whatchamacallit thing, like the fandoms, like
Yeah.
Tom Holland and all those kind of people. It's like, oh, well, we think they're really attractive. Like
Right.
that's the big thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to be attractive.
It's that star power. I think Brie Larson's becoming one of those. She's got a YouTube page. She's getting a YouTube audience. She's getting movie. I mean, most
you need
people
to do a little bit more research on Brie Larson. She's not. She's.
Everybody knows what Brie Larson right now. YouTube wise, I know they are.
They're on her not because they like her.
Oh, I don't know exactly why, but I know her name is in the streets a lot. So I mean, that definitely means something. Like Samuel L. You think he's a top tier name that could bring some seats in
By himself?
I think so.
Not by himself.
Not necessarily anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I guess I can see that. He lost his touch there.
I mean, I can, unless one of you two want to hop in, my three, I can go Henry Cavill, Jack Black, and probably like...
Not Jack anymore. I don't think Jack.
I've always been a huge Jack Black fan, just because I'm a really, really big fan of Tenacious D, but just like, the comedy he has is just like, I find it really, really funny. I enjoy like his style of comedy, and he's honestly such a versatile actor too.
Oh, definitely.
So like Henry Cavill,
maybe.
because not only is he a great actor, but my thing is I like him so much as a person. So like how he handles himself, his interests, all that kind of stuff. Like we're very similar people, and so I really respect him being able to do that kind of thing. And then if I were to throw another person in, like.
I got one.
I mean, I could cheat the system throwing a voice actor, but I'm not going to do that.
Cree Summers. I'm just kidding. No,
I mean, I could throw in Troy Baker for voice actor. But,
if I had to go for one person, Keanu Reeves, man.
Oh, how do we miss him?
I don't know how you miss him.
I'm not a huge Reeves fan.
You're not a huge Reeves fan, but he's bringing asses into seats.
Oh,
Yes.
no, I love Keanu Reeves. It's just I'm not like... You know what I mean? Like,
No, I get it.
Yeah, we get that.
No. He's not the greatest actor in the world, but
his stunts. I mean, I
who's
think
another,
the fact that he does.
Viggo Mortensen.
Please keep that in
Viggo Mortensen's
That's hilarious.
y'all think Tom Cruise still has? Y'all think
I've never been
he
a
still
Cruise
had?
fan.
But people go see his movies. though. His
Cruise
movies
back in
make
the
money.
day was.
Yeah, back in the day, but
you know what didn't help? But was it he did was it Fallout? I think it was not Fallout.
no, he did The Mummy. I think.
No, it was the movie with him. Was it him and Cavill was in the movie together? I think it was like an action movie.
Oh, it was like Mission Impossible.
It might have been
Yes,
Mission
that one,
Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
Those movies still make money. They're not
Yes.
making billions. They're not in
that
the
came out
billions.
recently.
But,
Homeboy,
And
what's
he
the
was
what's
thing.
the guy's name for current Bond? Daniel Craig. Is that his name?
I mean,
he's
not going to be Bond anymore, but...
well, I was just saying he's a great actor. I wasn't.
yeah, he
necessarily
is. He is.
At this point, this episode's just regressed into who's a good actor.
Yeah.
Good actors that are
Okay.
bringing tails into seats. Yeah. I don't know. I think.
I mean, The Rock definitely. Morgan Freeman still.
Morgan. Cause everybody wants to see how old Morgan.
Denzel,
That's what everyone's waiting to
Morgan.
see. Everyone wants to see how old Morgan's gonna get. We're just.
I mean, name one bad Morgan Freeman performance.
I haven't really seen that bad one.
Yeah.
Name one bad Denzel Washington performance.
I mean, skills help. Trust me. I mean, being attractive, having skills, and I'd say being apolitical for the most part.
Staying at your biz.
Yeah. Which,
Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Safe House. I mean, his acting was good, but Safe House.
Well, that movie was edited.
Eh.
Was edited terribly. That was some of the worst editing I'd ever seen in a film.
Oh, bro, you know what? Okay, I'm sorry. This is totally off topic. You know what I recently watched and it's like critically acclaimed and everyone fucking loves the movie? Poltergeist. I don't like it. Is it just me? Or I just didn't like Poltergeist, the movie?
I didn't see the movie.
Bruh, it's like a critical acclaimed movie and everyone fucking loves Poltergeist, but I don't like it. Is am I only one? No one.
Or was that when they
Poltergeist
went
yet.
in?
Gosh
space?
darn it! No, Poltergeist
Okay.
is the one where the kid was the TV and the TV people came out and started attacking the family. The chair scene where the mom looks away from the kitchen and the chairs are all stacked up. Like a big scene. I don't know. People don't even have seen Poltergeist.
All right, my final thought, and because I didn't want to do this without throwing an actress in, I wanted to at least make the attempt. 2 names, and you may agree or disagree. Possibly because she's still. I don't think she's 40 yet, but even then, I think she's still really attractive. Zoe Saldana, and
Is she even a good actress though?
I would say she is.
Yeah, I think she's really good.
I mean, he didn't like Colombiana. Was that you that said you didn't like?
Yeah, I didn't like Colombiana, but it wasn't her fault.
No,
The movie was just terrible.
what I mean by good actress, I'm saying is like bankable.
That's
what I
saying.
mean by good.
Would you count
Maybe.
Taraji as one?
No.
I don't even know who that is.
You don't
So
know
no.
Taraji?
She's kind of not even really that mainstream. I would say.
I thought she was mainstream. I don't know. She's coming up with a ton
I mean,
of movies.
TV.
It was
TV?
the
Okay.
Empire.
Fair
Empire.
enough. Okay.
And my second is Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I can see that now. I'm not a huge Margot Robbie fan, but I can see
the
in
appeal.
general.
I can see the appeal.
I mean, she's got everything going for her, is what I'm saying. I mean,
And she's not a bad actress.
no.
And don't get me wrong, she does a really,
I didn't realize she was
really,
Australian.
She does a really good job with the roles she plays. I just hate all of her characters. Like,
Wolf of Wall Street. She was.
you can literally not draw up a character that I can despise more than her Suicide Squad Harley Quinn.
Right.
Like, you literally cannot make someone that I despise more than that person.
It's like Cardi B incarnate.
I always thought she was.
It's literally, you might as well say, here, you're Cardi B.
Right. I always
That's just a
thought,
running theme. In every episode, I have some sort of dig about how much I hate Cardi B.
I always thought she was miscast as Harley Quinn, but I mean, it ended up working for her though. So I mean, David Ayer had a lot to do with that.
So what if I'm just curious? Like, what do we think if Jet Li made a comeback?
No. Don't
He
do
can.
it. No.
And do you think that would be bankable though?
No.
It's not.
It wouldn't be bankable.
It'd be
but it's
bankable.
not
He
like
brought the shades back. Oh, I'd watch a movie.
Oh,
I saw.
yeah, that
His-
was-
his fucking shades for the cover. Oh my goodness! I just watch it because why does he have shades on still? Years later, my man still wearing the black shades.
Okay, so how about this, right?
Donnie Yen's taking that mantle as far as.
Oh, Donnie Yen?
Yeah, it's all about Donnie Yen.
Regardless of TV and movies, regardless of what they've been in, upcoming actors who have the possibility of becoming a bankable actor.
Holland.
But
Yeah,
he's already
Holland's there. Zendaya is there.
I mean,
surprisingly.
Zendaya.
You don't think Zendaya's gonna pop up? Zendaya's doing
The
really
one
good.
that- She's making movies
I'm talking about
No, she's
people
not
who
making
like
movies.
aren't like huge names.
Y'all have
that
not seen
have
Zendaya's
that
movies? Oh my
possibility.
goodness.
Hold on.
Like Tom Holland is a huge name. I'm talking about someone like, say for example,
But I'm saying, are you talking without the Marvel property behind him, without the Marvel machine? That's why I said Holland. I said I'm thinking that's a possibility.
I'm talking about being the actor they are, not necessarily like behind them. Because I don't care who you are. If you play Spider-Man or any sort of superhero, you're going to be a big name.
Right.
Regardless
Yeah,
if your movie
that's right.
sucks or not, you're going to be a big name.
Yeah.
So you can take like, I don't know, someone from like a TV show or a movie or something that's like really small, like you know what I mean?
I don't watch a whole lot of TV, and TV is a great
medium.
a medium to see like who's on their way up. Now that's where TV comes in handy, you know. Because I mean, that's how I heard about Idris Elba, like from Luther.
Found him from TV.
Luther and The Wire.
Oh.
That's what really catapulted him. So he got his start doing TV.
You watched all The Wire?
All of it.
Dude, you know who's that one?
Unbelievable.
What's
That
the
was
one?
on HBO.
I have not
Unbelievable.
watched it, but what's the one dude that says "shit" like that all the time?
I know what you're talking about.
my
Yeah.
What, did he start that? Did he start that? That shit.
Yeah, that's
He started that.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah. The Wire is.
He's like, hey, can you watch my kids?
That might just be the greatest. That might just be the greatest TV show ever. I'll say
my
it.
goodness.
I'll say that.
That's the best catchphrase.
That was on HBO. Wasn't it?
Okay,
You
so
guys hear about the Assassin's Creed show they're making on Netflix?
No.
No,
What?
I
Is
didn't
it
hear about
animated?
that.
They
Please,
have
please be
confirmed
animated. Please.
A Netflix Assassin's Creed show.
Please make it animated. Oh my god, if anything else, just make it animated.
I agree, animated. I don't know.
Animated is the safest way to go with that show. If you make it live action, it's going to be fucking trash.
I don't know. It could be good. I believe if the
they just need the right actors.
I need
they need the right writer.
The right writer.
Right. You got to have everything in sync. If you make animated, you can make the dude look like whoever you need him to look like. The casting, that's.
I would say get the writers from like Game of Thrones, possibly.
Even though they fucked up the last season.
I mean, they did solid for every other season, but they just probably phoned
Right.
Well, that's
like
why
because
they were going. It was because they ran out of George R. R. Martin books.
Yeah, they were in 7 or 8.
They had to throw an audible.
So they were trying. Oh shit! So it's him. It wasn't them. Don't sign them on because they don't know how to write. Okay. They were making that shit up as they go.
I was pleased with like the end.
The ending.
I get it because I always hated her character. I also think Emilia Clarke is not a good actress. I don't find her attractive.
Attractive, yeah, good actress.
I also hated her character from the.
She can give a good performance. I'll say that. Anybody? Let's see. So I said Holland, but again, he's been in the Marvel universe for a while. What about that kid, Chalamet?
Timothy Chalamet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. Because
he's not even 21. I don't think. I think he's
what? I think he's like 24.
Is he? Oh, never mind.
But like, so the thing is like. He is one of those people who's like, oh, he's like super attractive, got a cult following, but like Timothy Chalamet is actually a really good actor.
He can act, yeah. Uh-huh.
Like there's the one that was like, it's not like The Boy King or something like that, but it was some movie. It was him and Joel Edgerton.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good movie.
We'll see what he does. Cause some actors they have that spotlight on them when they're young, when they're a kid or a teenager, and then when they continue acting into their late 20s, early 30s, they kind of lose some steam. We'll see if he's still.
He is really talented.
Yeah, he is.
I can see him going somewhere.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen anything with Timothy Chalamet?
No. He does a lot of indie. He's an
I'll
indie
have to
film.
find that
Indie film.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. You haven't seen. Okay, I said Zendaya. Let me throw that out
Wait
there right there, real quick.
You can't just pass by that.
Didn't she already have like a Nickelodeon show or something like that?
I don't know. She's Disney like.
She was a music.
Right now,
she was a.
But she was
a music artist.
She's a
she
music
had that
artist.
song Replay.
It's a really good.
But yeah, but wasn't that after she was on?
He knows the song.
Oh, this shit's dope. Have you not heard? It's a banger.
On like a Disney XD show.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, she has
know
a Disney show. I think it's like Casey on the Cover or something like that. But I was saying her because
and Shake It Up.
Yeah, that's a good one too. I've been watching that on Disney Plus. Really good. I say her because of The Greatest Showman.
Yeah, Timothy Chalamet is 24.
She was in that. That's right.
She did so
good. She was in what?
The Greatest Showman with Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron.
Yeah.
She did so good in there.
I forgot Chalamet was in Interstellar.
It was he.
He was the boy.
Oh shit!
Timothy Chalamet was the
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say Zendaya's.
He was in Hostiles too.
Yeah, I know.
I wouldn't say she's bankable because her.
No, we're saying up and coming. So we're not
she can become bankable.
Oh, okay.
She did such a good job in that. She's doing so good in the Spider-Man films. She's doing really good.
Because I would venture to say Tom Holland is a bankable name at this point.
Mm-hmm. He's a bankable name, but I'm saying that she has an up and coming.
Let's see how the Uncharted franchise does. Let's see.
Oh yes.
See, here's the thing.
That'll determine whether or not he
That is definitely what it is. Yeah, that's
Tom Holland as young Nathan Drake is a perfect casting choice.
Well, he
as a massive fan of the Uncharted games, and I mean massive fan. I beat them all at least 6 times each with a platinum trophy on all 4 games. I love them. I am so excited for that movie.
He said,
but the thing is, we do have
only other person who possibly could have been acceptably cast as young Nathan Drake is Logan Lerman, just because he looks exactly like the character in the video game. Okay. And I think Logan Lerman's a good actor.
Okay.
Other than that, like I'm like
Tom.
no, but Tom Holland's a great choice for that. Great choice.
I'm very curious.
Hey, we talked about this in a previous episode.
Yeah, we did.
Tom Holland as young Nathan Drake, and then I think I said Liam Hemsworth as actual Nathan Drake. Did I not?
I might have.
I think I said Liam Hemsworth.
We have to watch that again.
Okay.
You probably
Alright. The King. Yeah. So the Timothy Chalamet movie was talking about The King. It's him and Joel Edgerton. It's a really, really good movie. Because he's like one of those people, like he's just really young when he becomes the king, and it's like, it's a great movie. Plus Joel Edgerton is amazing.
I actually do want to return to the Assassin's Creed series. Do they have a director yet?
I don't know. All I saw was that it was announced. I was honestly, I'm not going to lie, I looked up how to get casted and I couldn't find anything. I'm sorry. If it's like my favorite game series of all time is making a show.
Hey, go for it.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
Dead ass.
Go for it.
I don't care if
They might shoot it here. I don't know. I wonder where they're shooting it.
Probably somewhere in
probably Europe.
Like in the Middle East or somewhere, like because that's where actually Assassins started.
Okay.
I don't know.
Like the whole like Damascus, Jerusalem area.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first. What's the first name was? Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean.
So that kind of nips it.
I don't care if all I do is get drop assassinated from the.
That'd be your one scene.
Hey, I can say I was an actor in an Assassin's Creed show. Hey, my life would be fulfilled.
They would put you as like a nobleman that wears like a bunch of like gold and shit like that, and you get fucking stabbed.
I don't think you would care.
That'd be cool for like an opener. Holy shit, I would love that.
Like open, episode 1.
Yeah, episode 1. It just gets fucking dropped by like a fucking like hidden blade. Only thing he's in.
Right.
Your whole family would have like a party to see you in one scene.
Yo, we got stabbed.
Hey, you never know what that one scene can do for you, bro.
Right, I know.
That's true. That's true.
And it's not even about the role; it's also about the connections you make backstage.
That's true.
Most definitely. I mean, hey, if they were casting for it, hey, I might. Shit.
That's it. Yeah, we'll keep our eye on that. We can wrap it up. All right, you want to wrap it up?
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I have 2 more hours of stuff to say. No, I'm playing.
I have a list.
I'm like,
carrying in my back
whole
pocket.
list.
Rolls it out.
All right, and with that wraps it up for our 20th episode of the Queen City Psychos podcast.
QCP.
Fellas, I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually pretty proud.
QCP.
Yeah.
Of the fact that we hit 20. Look, we had no idea, where we were gonna be when we first did our first episode, which was the Joker review. And to be honest, that was essentially on a whim.
That shit is drastically different from the content we make now.
Well, it wasn't like on a whim.
Well,
me and Jesse were kind of talking about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Then we kind of brought the. Then I came.
So, might as well talk about it now. So, 20. So, I remember. I think it was Jesse's idea. I've always wanted to kind of do this kind of thing, but Jesse actually had come up to me and he was like, "Hey, like we should start doing like a podcast or something." I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be cool." I was like, "We can probably get like another person or 2 on board, just because just me and him, like whatever." And so then we asked Pavlo, and he couldn't just because like
he had stuff going on,
working and all that stuff. Plus, he didn't live on campus, and he was like on everything. And then I think we asked E-Man next, and you were on board, and while we were talking about it, I think Tyler walked up to say something.
I just jumped in. I was like, "Oh, y'all doing podcast, man?"
I mean, yeah, and so they're like, "Oh, we'll take the 4." So yeah.
I was the one that talked to him about it because I was like, because I remember talking to you about E-Man because he was like, "No, we don't have to prepare. Let's just talk." And you were like, "No, you got to actually prepare for that stuff."
Oh yeah, you were. Yeah. I was like,
tried to cover up the first time. He's like, "I want to come in from the perspective of someone who hasn't seen the movie before, proceeds to not say anything for like 40 minutes."
I know,
right?
It's like shit. I finally saw the movie. The movie's really good.
Yeah.
Personal opinion, I really enjoyed Joker, and everything they said in the thing, I agree with. But I will say that first episode is very different from how we are now.
Yeah, no.
I'm very much more talkative.
Yeah, I'm glad you refreshed my memory because like when J-Man was telling me about the idea of a podcast, and it was like he was telling me what y'all were gonna do, I was like, "Wait, no, bro, wait, that's not how that works. You can't do a podcast like that. There's got to be like some structure to it."
Yeah, because he was telling me about his podcast that.
Well, no, not mine. I'd been a guest on someone else's podcast for like a couple of months, and they'd bring me in, so I had some knowledge of how one works. And it's they're up to like 20,000 subscribers.
I was going to say, we called it to them? I thought you said 20.
No, English channel. No. We got a ways to go to catch them. We got a ways to go.
Fine.
But yeah, that was so yeah. I was just pulling from knowledge of that, and but
yeah,
we're just gonna keep it moving. We do plan on reaching out to other people for some guests. I think we are in agreement that we want to do some another guest episode. All right. So there's no telling who we're gonna call on. So to all our subscribers, to all those of you who follow us on our Instagram, keep your ears open. We thank you for subscribing to us.
Follow us on Twitter too.
Oh yeah, and let's
Instagram.
Drop the
links to everything will be in the description. All of our 7 other podcast platforms like Spotify, Radio Public. All that will be in the description. Our Instagram link will be in there. Our Twitter link will be in there. Yeah, it's all there.
Just click the description.
Yeah, just look at the description. There's links to everything. All our personal stuff, or all that. With the exception of E-Man, who respectfully, wants to keep his stuff out.
Right.
So.
If you want to find me, just let me know. I'll tell you. I just don't.
He doesn't want it public. Yeah.
Okay.
Or just follow the QCP. You'll reach the QCP Instagram/Twitter. You'll reach them somehow.
Yes. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you have not already, and please let your voice be heard in the comments. Get back to us and let us know what you guys would like us to talk about.
Share this video.
Absolutely, yeah, share. Oh yeah, share the video.
The podcast.
Yes. But
the videoless sound file.
Right. we love nothing more than to get feedback from you guys about what you'd like to hear us discuss within the realms of entertainment, or if you want us to jump outside that, we'll take it under consideration. Absolutely, we will. Anything else?
Dude, oh my God, it's been a year. Holy shit. Happy one. Technically, we did our first episode. We dropped the first episode October 22nd.
It was late October, yeah, that's right.
Been a whole year.
Yeah.
Happy 1 year podcast, bitches. What's up?
1 year podcast.
Wow. You could just spit out the word anniversary?
Yeah, I'm about to say anniversary.
I was trying to say that, but I was trying to think of a way to make it like, we've been here forever, guys. Love all you fuckers. Everyone that subscribed.
Yes.
Love all of y'all.
Love you. Thank you to our subscribers. Those of you that stuck with us for
1 whole year. Holy shit.
1 whole year?
1 whole year.
I mean, hey, we can only go up from here.
Yes,
right. That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Damn.
Although I would be pretty bummed out if our number of videos exceeded the number of subscribers. Let's hope that never happens. But anyway, I want to harp on that. With that, this is, again, the Lord with the Sword, Sir John Legion, with J May and Aidan, and, of course, E-Man.
Amen.
Not amen.
I
know. Amen.
Fusion. We are the Queen City Psychos. Thank you for tuning in to another episode, and we are out.
Peace.
QCP.